Going to start off by saying there's not a lot of people out there doing realistic NIO chart analysis, and I just want to share with you guys, I will be sharing my own personal opinion here, and hopefully it's realistic to you guys. In my opinion, I think it's realistic, and what I'm going to share with you guys is just potential short-term pullbacks, short-term resistance level to keep an eye out for, as well as long-term support levels and long-term resistance levels that I think will be tested to the top side. Just keep in mind, this isn't financial advice, and I'm just sharing my personal opinion here that I don't think other people are quite sharing for NIO stock. I know there's a lot of other stocks that people are covering over, but no one is really sharing the NIO chart for what it is, and I just want to share it realistically with you guys, okay? So we're start off in the short term, okay? Current price here is $4.38. Today is up about almost 4% now. March 5th, 2025 here. Onto the daily chart. These are some support levels and resistance levels to keep an eye out for. And again, let's go ahead and measure those moves out. At the moment here, if there's an overall market pullback, and that does include Chinese stocks as well, we could potentially see a pullback down towards about $4. And now, in my opinion, do I think that's a dip opportunity? Yes, I think that's a dip opportunity. Full disclosure, I have no positions in NIO. I'm just sharing this for what it is, all right? It's about a 9% drop from where we are currently. And in my opinion, yes, this is a pullback. If I am personally long-term in NIO, I would prefer to enter into NIO between 361 and about 449. I think we will test above 449 once the overall market does have a bit of a recovery. Now that we know that there's a potential 9% drop, I want to go over the upside move for NIO, okay? We do have 361 here, by the way, as a support level. I think this is going to be the bottom and major support level here for NIO. I don't think we're going to test 361. But if you want to see it, it's about an 18% drop from where we are right now. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't think we're going to test 361. I think $4 is a possibility because that is going to be a major support level as well. Now, for the upside movements, right? So if we already know where I'm personally going to potentially be adding, right? This is where I would be adding between $4.49 and $4, possibly 361 if we get down to those levels. In terms of a resistance, I would keep an eye out for $5.18 to be tested in the future again. I mentioned this before, and we got pretty close. We got a high of 5.13 there, so 5 cents off of 5.18. Currently, from our current prices to 5.18, that's about a 17 to 18% move towards the top side. I do think we're going to test 5.18. Now, it really depends if we can eventually break above 518 and confirm it on a pullback, that if 518 acts as a support level, that's when in the future we can keep an eye out for a potential move towards 566, okay? So for some traders, they're going to probably be taking profits as we get closer to 518. However, there will be some traders that are just loading and holding long term, as there is a lot of volume, I think, in this level here between 361 and 449. This is a loading zone in my opinion. And then watch out for that selling pressure closer towards 518. However, if 518 in the future confirms as support, that's when I will look for 566. And then the same scenario occurs again. Can we break above 566? Can it confirm as a support level? Is there going to be enough buying pressure around those levels in the future? And if so, yes, we can see 615. And I think, yes, 660, 675 is a possibility as well. Looking at this in a broader long-term scale, you could definitely see that our current price here is a dip opportunity. This is just my opinion. And that if we're looking for our recent high here of 771 being tested, you can definitely see that the percentage gain from our current price is 74%. Now, a lot of people view this and they think it's high risk. It is a bit of high risk in my opinion because you could be potentially missing profits on other stocks. But that's part of investing. And if you're patient enough, I think this is going to occur. A break above the 200 EMA on the daily chart and a retest of our recent high here. This is all the way back in September, October of 2024. I do think we're going to get a spike towards 70.71. Now, it's really tough because there's going to be a lot of selling pressures and a lot of resistances. We'll have a lot more pullbacks and a lot of more sideways movements like we are today. So I think it's just a matter of patience and knowing what you own, right? So if you want due diligence, if you want to talk to other people for free, right, you can join our Discord, link down below in the description. It's free to join. There's over 32,000 members and a lot of NIO shareholders talking about due diligence. No hype, no BS. If that's just something you're looking for, join the Discord down below for free. Now, if you're looking for live entries and exits, that does include stocks and options from 20 analysts. you can join our Patreon and view their trade ideas as well. It's currently 90% off, a permanent discount, as we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary here at Bullish Raid. If that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend checking out the Patreon there for live entries and exits. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for NIO Stock, especially once we get towards those higher resistance levels. I will be making more updates. Even if there is a pullback, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be making updates here on NIO Stock, so stay subscribed, or subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. Comment down below what your average is in NIO. If you're in NIO shares, let us know what you are doing with your NIO positions.